Jacob Rees-Mogg said the Prime Minister should prorogue Parliament before MPs have a chance to vote for an extension of Article 50 to become law. Prorogation would mean the end of the parliamentary session, and therefore all draft laws currently making their way through the Commons and Lords would fall. A no-deal Brexit deal would then happen by default. Mr Rees-Mogg said the Queen would have to be asked to break up Parliament early. He told the hard-right Conservative Bruges Group, "I hope it will not be necessary for Her Majesty's stay at Sandringham to be interrupted for her in person to prorogue Parliament. We do not want that sort of constitutional crisis. We want to observe the constitutional norms." The move to extend Article 50 being tabled by Labour MP Yvette Cooper and Conservative Nick Boles is one of a number of amendments due for debate next Tuesday. Read more. Nigel Farage rejects Jacob Rees-Mogg's offer to join the Tories. International Development Secretary Liam Fox warns some of the proposals, put forward by backbenchers, presented a real danger constitutionally. Accusing some MPs of plotting to stay in the EU, he said such an act would be politically calamitous and worse for the country than a no-deal Brexit. Mr Rees-Mogg said the government would have to stop such a bill in its track and would have to use any and all constitutional methods to do so. He said, if no deal were taken off the table, Her Majesty's government would have had to have connived in doing it. Read more. Brexit plot. Rees-Mogg rages at Article 50 extension. Remainers trying to stop Brexit. It cannot be done if the government is determined to stop it. I refer to extraordinary constitutional situations. If the House of Commons undermines our basically constitutional conventions, then the executive is entitled to use other vestigial conditional means to stop it, by which I basically mean prorogation. Prorogation normally lasts for 3 days, but anyhow that is in the process before prorogation falls, and I think that would be the government's answer, that is the government's backstop, to use a choice phrase. Mr Rees-Mogg, chairman of the European Research Group of Tory MPs, said he would support Mrs May's deal if the controversial backstop was removed from the withdrawal agreement. He said, "As long as the backstop is there, I will not vote for this deal." After being asked whether he would support the deal if a unilateral exit mechanism of expiry date on the backstop were introduced or if the backstop had to be removed completely, he said, "I am a very easygoing sort of fellow. If an amendment were to be made to say that the following pages do not apply, but they remain in the text, I would accept that, so there are variants around it just being cut out and the poor printers having to reset the document and print it all again. But no, it has to be clear that the backstop does not apply. The backstop is not Brexit. That is the problem with the backstop. It is why the EU wants to, and it is why I don't."